Yo, yo. Mic check 1 2. Yeah, okay. Mic check 1 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hold on. Can you hear me out there? Mic check 1 2. Can you hear me out there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check 1 2. Can you hear me? Ah, man. Yo, yo, yo. Mic check 1 2. Fuck. Ah, man. Mic check. Can y'all hear me? Mic check 1 2. Somebody let me know. Microphone check 1 2. I gotta go ahead myself and see. So y'all wanna let me know if you can hear me or not. Mic check 1 2. I guess they can hear me. Mic check 1 2. Aha. Alright. Aha. Yes. Alright, so I'm good. Gotta go in here and find out if I can hear myself. Alright, so let me see something. Microphone check 1 2. Fuck it, man. Let me light this blunt. And then there it goes, obviously, right? Mic check 1 2. It sounds like the microphone should be good. I don't know. I guess y'all can hear me. I was trying to get the sound right. I was trying to get the volume right on the sound. Whatever. But so, what's the word? It's Smith Day, and today is October 18th. Smith Day is Friday. And I've been getting a lot of shit done recently in my crib. So like I'm trying to get the momentum going back doing these live videos. It is not easy for me to go live. If you were here every day and you saw how I would live every day, you would see It is not easy for me to go live whatsoever. The amount of shit I gotta go through on a day-to-day basis just to get in the zone, it is not easy for me to go live. So, like, when I go live, it is a fucking momentous occasion because, like, it means that I got a lot of good energy going. Typically, unless you see me on here like ranting, like I'm pissed off about something, then that means shit is fucked up. But like typically, like you see me go live like this, you know what I'm saying? It means I got a lot of good energy going. Which hopefully, I hope you got a lot of good energy going for you too, because like during this Libra season, you know what I'm saying? After the retrograde we had back in August, and then with Virgo season, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you coming out a lot of negative energy and finding a good foundation for yourself to create a lot of new opportunity. I definitely have been doing that through a lot of different ways. Always that we'll be sharing later on throughout this video. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to check in on all y'all to see, you know, let y'all know I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? I don't do a lot of videos on this page too much. So a lot, I don't know, people thought I was dead. You know what I'm saying? I was reading my comments. People didn't know what the fuck happened to me, so I just wanted to come out here and let people know live. Yes, I'm still alive. And, you know, you can follow me on Facebook. Or you can just add me on hoodx.com if you really want to stay more in tune. You know, so yeah, today is Smith Day. I really had like a whole lot of things I wanted to say. But at the same time I realized that, like, you know, I haven't gone live in a while. So like I'm gonna gain a little bit more momentum before I put out, you know what I'm saying, the message I want to put out. I've been studying relentlessly a lot of new information, you know what I'm saying, I want to put out on this channel in regards to you know what I'm saying, taking it to new heights. You know, I want to take the information on this page to a lot of new heights. People who follow me faithfully, you know, a lot of people who, you know what I'm saying, understand my insight. You know what I'm saying, I've been developing, I wouldn't say a new insight, but like I've been going back into one of the first insights that I had, you know what I'm saying, I had in a long time. And I've been repolishing of it. I've been getting a real good understanding of it. You know what I'm saying? I want to share that message with, you know what I'm saying, the people on this channel, but I just want to make sure it's received right. So I want to put out a couple videos first just to, you know what I'm saying, put my face out there first, let people know that, hello, I'm still alive, you know what I'm saying? And you still subscribe to this channel, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I just wanted to let people know that, you know, I do have a message I want to be putting out, and I'm slowly getting to that point, you know what I'm saying? So, but fuck all that, man. What y'all got going on? What's been going on in y'all life, you know? I hope that y'all survived the retrograde. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that this Libra season has been good to you as we approach the holiday season. Just recently, we had a full moon. It was a real good full moon for me. Hopefully it was for you. And also, as we approach Halloween, you know, I've been cutting a lot of just overabundant negative energy out of my life. A lot of things that's been lingering around from Virgo season that's just been like just in my life, just sitting around for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I just been getting rid of them or just packing them up and storing them away in the attic. You know what I'm saying? Just like I really walked around my house recently. I was just looking at everything and asked myself, if this don't have an immediate purpose right now, like this shit had to go. You know what I'm saying? I really encourage you to do the same thing. Like look around in your room, look around in your house, and just start looking at stuff and be like, man, like if this don't fit in right now, you know what I'm saying, get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? This come into theme with like, let me see if I can bring this up while I got y'all watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, every month I change the theme on my mantelpiece. You know what I'm saying? So, this month was Thanos. You know what I'm saying? So, how do I, let me see if I can do this. So, like, October / Libra season is Thanos month for me. I hope y'all can see this. You know what I'm saying? So, like, on my mantelpiece, I got this dude. I got like a whole shrine dedicated to Thanos. Literally sitting upstairs on my mantelpiece. I should have broadcast live from my mantelpiece so y'all could have seen it. But he's the thing. Like, if you walked in my house, you would think I worship Thanos type shit. Because I got a whole big ass like mantelpiece full of shit with Thanos on it. But it's been keeping it with the themes that's in my house. And like a lot of shit in my house, you know what I'm saying, for the past couple of months during for the past couple months, especially during Virgo season, it was just an abundant amount of shit in my house. Fucking toys, decorations, statues, just all type of shit just sitting around that really didn't serve much of a purpose. And I just cleared a lot of that shit out. I packed it up, I put it away, and then like the more and more I kept doing it, the more and more I just fell in love with it. And I was like, man, I like this shit. I wanted to keep doing it. So I just kept putting more and more shit away, and it was like literally like Thanos literally took over my crib. It was like I didn't have no room for no just abundant of shit that didn't serve no purpose in my house. And then that became a theme, just dealing with people and just dealing with energy. And then like I was literally like Thanos and a lot of people's energy. Y'all know, see me y'all know if you follow my channel, you see me with the glove, with the Thanos glove. A lot of times, in my videos. So like if you walk in my house right now, like, I got a Thanos glove, I got a big ass fucking design of a Thanos glove on my wall with the fucking Thanos glove. I got Thanos standing there. You know what I'm saying? And then like if you had been in my house like last month, and then you walked in this month, you would clearly see that like there has been an abundant amount of shit removed from my house. And it's the theme of this whole month. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of shit that just don't serve no purpose, including people. You know what I'm saying? And another thing like about this month too is like my before I even get into that, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I picked Thanos for this month is because like there's a scene in let me see if I can find it. Thanos Gamora. I'm not gonna play this scene. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can look this up yourself. But there's a scene, not when he throws it off the bridge, where he's talking to little Gamora. Right. Right. See, I'm not. Let me turn this down. So like, if you watch this scene in Infinity War, you see what I'm saying? Thanos is explaining to Gamora how, you know what I'm saying, why he had to wipe out a lot, you know what I'm saying, half of the universe. He was explaining the concept of balance right here. You know what I'm saying? And he was explaining how, you know what I'm saying, if things tilt too far one way, left or right, you know what I'm saying, how the universe gets out of universal order. You know what I'm saying? Now, me understanding Thanos and that concept, that's like a Libra concept. You're talking like the scales of, you know what I'm saying, justice and things like that. But if you look, I think his name is, I can't think of it again. Thanos creator. Oh shit, I fucked that up. This guy, Jim Starlin. Jim Starlin is the guy who created Thanos. You see what I'm saying? His birthday is October 9th. So he's a Libra. You know what I'm saying? So when you see, you know, Thanos talking about the balance, you know what I'm saying, and the whole concept of Thanos talking about how he had to wipe out half of the population, what you're looking at is like the mind of, you know what I'm saying, Jim Starlin, who wrote this character. And so it's keeping with the theme of this whole month, which is Thanos, you know what I'm saying, which is like wiping out the bull. Like, to me, it's like wiping out the bullshit, you know what I'm saying, like the shit that just don't serve no purpose. You know what I'm saying? Hope you get this. So like I didn't this wasn't all planned. Like, you know, like I have every month a different character for every month. This was not planned with me knowing that Thanos creator was a Libra. I did not know this. You know, so I was just watching, you know what I'm saying, the fucking Infinity War. I've always been a fan of Infinity Gauntlet. I was always, you know what I'm saying, studying the character Thanos. And you know what I'm saying, I was thinking like, okay, when I got to October, I was like, who really fits into the Libra theme of characters? And I was like, boom, Thanos. You know what I'm saying? This is before fucking Infinity War even came out. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, Thanos, he fits perfectly into it. And then like, the more and more I just kept studying this, you know what I'm saying, Thanos, and because he became the theme for October for me, I realized that, you know what I'm saying, his creator was a Libra. And I was like, bam, boom, that's when I knew I was on point. You know, so this author, Jim Starlin, he also created the New Gods, which is some other characters. And DC is a whole nother can of worms, you know what I'm saying? But he's a very interesting author, you know what I'm saying? And you kind of see how Thanos represents the negative traits of a Libra per se, and that, you know, the concept of, like, if you study the comic book itself, like the real comic book, you know what I'm saying, you know that Thanos had an obsession with death, you know what I'm saying, and that let's see if I can find a picture. Thanos had a romantic obsession with death. You know, if you would understand in the story in the comic book, they didn't put this in the movie. They kind of translate this with Gamora. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had him talking to his younger daughter Gamora. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having death, so they didn't have it like a romantic interest. They just had him speaking to like a younger girl. You know what I'm saying? But they were still trying to portray a similar point in the fact that like Thanos killed his daughter. You know what I'm saying? But then he had this relationship, how he was talking to her. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of symbolized the same themes that you see in the comic book that he had a relationship with death. Now, if you understand, like Thanos and Libras are ruled by Venus. You know what I'm saying? Which is a planet of love. You know what I'm saying? Libras ruled by Venus. So if you understand Thanos having a quote unquote being ruled by death here, in a situation of him still being ruled by quote unquote Venus, even though he's this ruthless supervillain, he's a romantic side. You know what I'm saying? In this case, is this toward death, you know, which is kind of fucked up. So, but they still portray that in here, you know, and by that same token, you can see how Thanos is literally like an embodiment of like supreme negative Libra traits, if you get this. So if he fit perfectly into the theme of what I was trying to capture this whole month, which is the same thing as like coming over from Virgo energy, moving into Libra energy. It's like everything had to get a clean slate. I threw a lot of shit out, cleaned out a lot of, just give my house a lot of space for air. Talking about feng shui. A lot of people, if you don't know what feng shui is, I suggest you study that. Like the placement of your furniture, where your furniture go, how you can move through, so the air can flow through. You know what I'm saying? Through your house a lot easier. Libra is air season. So I'm saying, so you can focus on communication, airflow, feng shui, where your furniture is, giving yourself a lot of room to think. You know what I'm saying? To walk around, to pace the floor, and think about things. You know what I'm saying? This is all very important things to me. And Thanos, you know what I'm saying, was like literally the literal embodiment of this month. So, you know what I'm saying, hopefully that makes sense to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I did not know that fucking Thanos creator was a goddamn Libra. That was crazy. Also, too, you know what I'm saying, I was going to say, too, my father, he died this month. You know what I'm saying? He died on October 5th, which is the same birthday as my brother. I mean, his brother. His brother's a Libra, too. So his brother's born October 5th. My dad is a Libra. He was born October 20th, which is like 3 days from now. You know what I'm saying? It's a very hard day for me. And I actually got into it with my mom. I got into a big ass argument with my mom. You know what I'm saying? And, it's a real hard time for me. You know, so, but, you know, I've been getting better, you know, with it recently. You know what I'm saying? Over the past couple of years, I've been getting better. But, yeah, Libra season is a very purposeful month for me. And that I, you know what I'm saying, try to seize the opportunity. I hope you do the same. You know what I'm saying? Try to seize the opportunity just to do things with purpose. Like, if things don't serve a purpose, it's like, you know what I'm saying, get into the Thanos mind frame of things. Like, just get rid of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? You ain't saying you gotta throw it out, but you could definitely, you know what I'm saying, pack it up and put it up somewhere. Like, my father, he used to burn our shit, believe it or not. Like, we used to, like, my father, he had PTSD. He was a veteran. He had PTSD. I got PTSD, same shit. So, I didn't really understand what the fuck I was looking at until I grew older. You know what I'm saying? But my father, like, every, like, I'd say year or two, he would just go through this phase where he would just start throwing shit out, like shit that we love. Like, I remember him throwing we had a Sega Master System. I don't know if you, it's like the original Sega from back in the day. I'm showing my age. You know what I'm saying? I remember him, like, literally throwing that shit out. I remember him throwing out, like, fucking all of our toys one day. He burned that shit. Like, he fucking threw our fucking toys on the grill and burned them motherfuckers because, like, we kept leaving them out. And he kept stepping on them, fucking his feet up. And one day he tripped over one of them and he just picked up all our toys and took that shit outside and burned that shit. And I was like, damn, like, that was ruthless. Like, that shit stuck with me to this day. You know what I'm saying? But as I grew older, you know what I'm saying, I started to see, you know what I'm saying, he had dark Libra traits, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time I saw, you know, what he was going through from the regards to that, you know, it's a old, like, same shit Thanos was explaining this to Doctor Strange. There was a scene in Infinity War with, you know what I'm saying, Thanos explained Doctor Strange, he was like, man, you know, there was a thing, too much shit in. You know what I'm saying? My planet was overpopulated. You know what I'm saying? We had to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? There was too much stuff in. And like I can see how a lot of times Libras kind of think like that. It's like, man, it's too much shit getting in the way. You know what I'm saying? So that became like a reoccurring thing in our house. Like every year or two, my father would just grab shit and throw out fucking everything in the house. You know what I'm saying? So I learned to understand that as I grew older. You know what I'm saying? And try to do the same thing in a more healthy way. So that's been going on with me for, you know what I'm saying, for Libra season. I've been real knee deep in Libra season. Also too, you know, I've been watching I ain't gonna even say that shit. What the fuck is going on with y'all, man? You know what I'm saying? Hope you're getting everything that you want out of this year. This year is almost over. We're approaching holiday season. A lot of turmoil seems to come to the surface around holiday season. You see people start to fight the urges of celebrating or not celebrating every year. You get this. Oh, I'm not celebrating Christmas, so I'm celebrating this year. I'm not buying gifts, so I'm buying gifts. You get this shit going. You know, so that's right around the corner, right after Halloween. You get Black Friday. You know what I'm saying? Coming up after Thanksgiving. People start shopping, all this type of shit. So, you know, people don't say this is right around the corner. As the year begins to come to a close, start to evaluate, you know, did you get the things accomplished that you wanted, you know, for this year? And if not, you know, what parts you want to fix next year. A lot of shit this year I did get done that I wanted to get done. I did get stagnated in a lot of ways, but ultimately a lot of shit I want to get done, I get done. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you're not just, you know what I'm saying, watching these videos and fucking sitting up all night. Hopefully being practical and, like I said, doing your calendar, writing your shit down, figuring out, you know what I'm saying, the things that you want, planning for next year, which is 2020, was a major year, and the significance of those numbers and what it means to the psyche and the levels of completion that we're supposed to be coming to at this point of our lives in the year 2020. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we got about 2 months left for this year. I'm hoping that you already, you know what I'm saying, getting your mind ready for 2020, because if you didn't get it this year, you definitely need to get it by next year, because by next year, if you ain't got it, it's going to be very hard, because like this year was really the year to start planting seeds. You know what I'm saying? And then definitely by 2020, you want to start planting seeds. You know what I'm saying? Like long-term seeds, your house, your fucking finances, your wife, spouse, your husband, kids, you know what I'm saying? Life insurance policy, like long-term, you know, spiritual goals. You know what I'm saying? Figuring out who you are. Like all these things need to come to a completion by the end of next year. Like literally. Like you cannot still be in speculation mode by the end of 2020. You cannot be still staying up late researching YouTube videos all night trying to figure out who you are by the end of 2020. You have to have that shit figured out by the end, and already, like, you know what I'm saying, being practical and rational in your approach toward the things that you're learning. You know what I'm saying? And figuring out ways to apply this shit on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? This shit is a fucking time travel device. You know what I'm saying? If you use it right. You know what I'm saying? If we closing the year out, hopefully you're using these right. This is a time travel device. You know what I'm saying? You want to get good at this. Because, you know, by the end of next year, if you ain't mastering this shit, you're gonna be it's a lot of motherfuckers out here just lost, you know what I'm saying, moving in circles, doing the same shit over and over again, constantly losing things, taking losses. You know what I'm saying? You do not want to be one of these people. Like I said, I got some information I really want to share, you know what I'm saying, but I just ain't do it yet because, you know what I'm saying, I just got back, you know what I'm saying, but I really got some real good information coming up on the channel I really want to share with y'all, you know, and I don't know, it'll probably surprise some of y'all, you know, it'll probably surprise some of you, because people didn't even know I studied this type of shit, but It's really good information. You know, through I've learned that even in like a lot of research, like most people who come on my channel try because of astrology. Like they want to hear me break down astrology or like break things down from an astrology standpoint. You know, most people found my video why I hate Pisces. You know what I'm saying? Why I hate Cancers, why I hate Virgos, why I hate Capricorn, and they're naturally kind of attracted to this page because of that. Because you know what I'm saying, you follow the astrology or the way I break down astrology. You know what I'm saying? But then some people start to learn more and more that it's not just about astrology. Like there are certain other things that I understand and you know what I'm saying, talk about on this page. You know what I'm saying? From just life lessons. You know what I'm saying? Talk about black empowerment. Talk about spiritual development. Talk about Kabbalah. Talk about comedics. I talk about all type of stuff. Christianity, Islam, man versus woman, MGTOW. It's a lot, very large range of things I talk about on this page. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, I still realize that, like, you know, unless you have a center focus, you know what I'm saying? This, you know, like I said, this page is not an astrology page. You know, believe it or not, like most people come on here, like I said, they follow shit for astrology. Like, this is not astrology. You know what I'm saying? And even the more and more I learn about astrology, like, as I've always saw this, and like a lot of times people can get lost in it and realize that like that is not a like I wouldn't say gospel per se, but it's not a way to like really run your life off astrology. Like it does help with certain predictabilities and probabilities and stuff like that, but it is not like the ultimate end goal toward understanding why things happen the way that they happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things you need to understand if you want to get a bigger picture toward like what all this means. You know what I'm saying? You can get lost in astrology. You can think that like, okay, because the stars say this and the stars and the planets lined up for this, and by that means it has to happen this specifically. It's like it don't. Everything, we all still governed by free will. We all still governed by like the ability to enlighten ourselves and wake up, quote unquote, wake up to our own, you know what I'm saying, BS. You know what I'm saying? Anybody at any given moment can wake up, even though it's not likely. You know what I'm saying? You don't see it too much, but like anybody at any given moment can say, hey, you know what? I want to change my life. I want to, you know, my train jump off the track, for lack of a better term. For lack of a better term, you know what I'm saying? So you can't always say that astrology is the gospel, or that because certain planets line up that this is gonna. No, it's probability, not gospel. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there is something deeper than astrology. There are certain things that's deeper than even talking about magic and all type of crazy shit. I talk about in this page. I talk about fucking sex magic. I've talked about fucking occultism, all type of things. You know what I'm saying? It's something. There's certain things that's still deeper than, bigger than all of that. You know what I'm saying? I want to start talking about those things on this page too. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So yeah. But today I ain't getting all that. I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, make a video, let y'all know I'm still alive, still fucking out here, blood pumping, living in 2019, October 18th, 2019. And mind you, even though it is Libra season, we're coming to the end of Libra season. It's only a couple of days left before we approach Scorpio season, which is basically the death of the zodiac. So, you know what I'm saying, in the order of things, with Aries beginning at the beginning of the zodiac, and then it's moving from Aries to Taurus to Gemini to so on and so forth, all the way to Scorpio, you kind of see the natural progression of how the consciousness of life, or the life of consciousness, moves through the seasons. You know, so how Aries is the front of the thought, and you examine the way that Aries people act, through the way Taurus people, the way that they act, through self-discovery and imitation, and you look at the way Geminis come behind that, the way they act, and they learn better communication, and you're basically watching the spirit grow as it moves through the zodiac. You're watching like the maturity of consciousness as it grows through the dynamic from Aries all the way up into Scorpio, which is basically the death. As you move to after the death, which is, Sagittarius, all the way up into Pisces, you understand like all these things that happen after basically the life of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Aquarius is like the storyteller, or the person who, writes down the story. You know what I'm saying? Then like the Pisces, the one who really tells the story. They have the whole reflection, of the whole story. You know what I'm saying? So, but Scorpio is basically the death of the zodiac. So that's what we approaching next month. So if you ain't got it done by basically 4 or 5 days from now, you pretty much wrap this year up and move on to the next year. So like whatever you've been putting off, for this year, you want to get it done in the next 3-4 days. Because if you ain't got it done by now, chances are you're not gonna do it until next year. You know what I'm saying? Because Scorpio season about to be here, and it's too cold outside. People move different. I mean, mind you where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? The climate change. You know what I'm saying? People just start moving differently toward, we approach the holiday season. People spend money differently. People be in a certain mood. People be in a rush. It's just, if you ain't got it done by now, just start looking toward next year, basically. Hope that makes sense. Oh, yeah, last thing I was going to say, too. Let me light up it. You know what I'm saying? I was just watching a video, a guy explained something. He said, like, imagine you in the trenches, like you about to go to war. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in the trenches, and your sergeant is telling you, okay, we gonna go this way, we gonna attack from this angle, and we gonna just say run left, plank, run, kill everybody in there, and keep going. Got it? Okay. He said, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. He get up and go. But then don't nobody in the bunker move. Everybody, don't nobody move. And he's like, man, what the fuck? I thought we playing this up. What the fuck y'all still sitting there looking at me for? And y'all, and like you say, nobody still ain't moving. You like, what the fuck? Like, all this time I've been sitting there making this plan to try to make this plan work, and y'all sitting there just looking at me like I'm just sitting there talking. But when it comes time to action, don't nobody move. My page is a lot like that. And that, you know what I'm saying, I put out a lot of information on this page for free. I just talk to people, you know what I'm saying. But, in my life recently, I just had the opportunity to meet, you know what I'm saying, Jay Ken, who's from Houston, who, you know what I'm saying, do a lot of just, you know what I'm saying, just day-to-day interaction. I seen him bring a lot of the things that I say on this page to life, like in real life and real, you know what I'm saying, real time. Not just talking, you know what I'm saying. A lot of things, you know what I'm saying, that I've seen through the past couple of days, the past couple of weeks, past couple of months, you know what I'm saying. Somebody who, you know what I'm saying, is really dedicating their life toward like the things that I'm saying and seeing like real results. And then like, this ain't a nigga who just talk. Like, I'm not a nigga just sitting and talking. Like, if you actually apply the things that I'm saying, you will literally time travel. You know what I'm saying? And it's a difference between people who just sit and talk on the internet, you know what I'm saying, versus people who actually get up and, you know what I'm saying, go basically knock on your door, you know what I'm saying, or actually go out and go get it and make their dreams manifest for real, make their reality their own. You know what I'm saying? There's a clear difference between, you know what I'm saying, people who are in speculative mode and people who are in operative mode. You know what I'm saying? It's like masonry, the same way. They got speculative masonry and they got operative masonry. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are just in speculation mode. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely had the chance recently to see Jay Can, who's somebody who's definitely in operative mode. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why, you know what I'm saying, I don't be on YouTube talking as much. It's because, like, you know what I'm saying, talk is cheap, and it's so hard for people to distinguish, you know what I'm saying, real shit from fake shit, real talk from real talk, real talk from fake talk. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I don't really say shit. You know what I'm saying? The people who follow my page, they know. You know what I'm saying? So, recently I had the opportunity to just, you know what I'm saying, experience like some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Just working with J-Cam, you know, and setting up, you know what I'm saying, his future. So, that's another reason why I ain't been going live as much. You know what I'm saying? But I've been changing my whole routine. But, you know what I'm saying, the more I'm getting toward the end of just changing my routine, you know what I'm saying, I'll be putting out a lot more videos. But I definitely want y'all, you know what I'm saying, if y'all get a chance to subscribe to J-Can channel, you know what I'm saying, reach out to J-Can. You know what I'm saying, he's on Facebook and, you know what I'm saying, YouTube. And, you know what I'm saying, you can ask him about the things he's been going through, you know what I'm saying, because his whole life has been changing a lot. You know what I'm saying, more in a positive, you know what I'm saying, in a positive way, you know what I'm saying, not on no fucking grind, you know, stupid shit, you know what I'm saying, but in a real positive way, you know what I'm saying. So, like, if you really want to see real manifestation and real growth, you know what I'm saying, on a practical level, not just a bunch of ideas and philosophies and speculation, you know what I'm saying, hit up J-Can and talk to him and just ask him about the things he's been going through. Just, you know what I'm saying, about just staying here. He's seen my house, he's seen everything, you know what I'm saying. And you just ask him about, you know what I'm saying, the things that we, you know what I'm saying, that we study, you know what I'm saying. And, you know what I'm saying, if it sounds something that, like, you know what I'm saying, that makes sense to you, you know what I'm saying, feel free to reach out to me, you know what I'm saying. I'll answer any questions that you got, you know what I'm saying, in regards to what you got going on at this point in your life. I hope that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, Smith Day, I got a big ass brew. I got a big ass blunt. I'm about to enjoy this shit. Let me see what we got in the comments. What up, people? Alright, yeah. Yeah. And, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, y'all do enjoy the same. It's fucking Friday night. Yeah, you can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me on this Friday night. So, obviously, I'm saying something that you know what I'm saying, are gravitating to. Hold on, let me bring this shit off. I forgot I had this like this. So, yeah, hopefully I'm saying something, you know what I'm saying, you gravitate to or makes sense to you. I got a real special message coming up real soon, you know what I'm saying, in about maybe like a week, you know what I'm saying, but I'm going to put out hopefully a couple more videos, you know what I'm saying, just to play with the idea. But yeah, in about a week or so, I got a real special message that's going to be coming out, so make sure you stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? So, other than that, I'm going to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all watching. You know what I'm saying? Happy Smith Day. You know what I'm saying? Don't do nothing crazy. You already know what it is, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? And I'll see y'all real soon. You dig.